because the cost of internet data in the Gambia is described as outrageous expensive by social media users, and it's said to be higher than the cost of access to internet in neighboring countries in the West African sub-region. Well, Gambians are some of the poorest people in the world, but why is the cost of internet very expensive? A Qcell customer care representative has been telling customers why during a consumer parliament on Saturday. Details of that in this report by Fatmata Kasim.
Internet data bundles in the Gambia cost more than a bag of rice, a staple for some of the poorest people in the world. Internet service providers, mostly GSM companies, provide very poor internet services and are outrageously expensive. At the 6th Consumer Parliament hosted by the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority PURA on Saturday, consumers have been hearing from one of the leading GSM companies on why the cost of the internet is high in the Gambia. With consumers coming face to face with service providers, GSM companies' representatives try to justify why the cost of the internet is expensive. Mohamed Manga is a student and a subscriber to the mobile company Qcell. Manga wants the company to make cost of the megabytes more reasonable. In response, Amisisi, a representative of Qcell customer care service, said internet cost pricing is a bit complicated and it is difficult for consumers to understand.
Most customers are not even aware of all the different components and mechanisms used in terms of pricing. And people in the industry know that when it comes to data, it has to do with volume. So usually the biggest comparison is Senegal. Why is data so cheap in Senegal and so expensive in Gambia? But we're talking about a population of over 15 million people compared to a little over 2 million people in this country. It's all about volume. We buy data in volume. If there was more people, it would be cheaper. GSM operators pay a lot of taxes as well. There's a lot of things involved which the customer is not aware of. But again, when it comes to the students, during the COVID period, Qcell, I believe, was the only operator that actually offered free Google Suite to all UTG students, GTTI, and Gambia College. And apart from that, we also offered discounted data packages to all these 3 institutions. So as much as we can help, we would always provide affordable services to students and Gambians, but sometimes we're also restricted when it comes to charging.
Usman Saidi said internet service providers should consider the deaf and hard of hearing by providing them with services to send messages to customer care because they can't make phone calls. In response, representative of the 4 GSM companies promised to work on Saidi's request. Another consumer had requested that Qcell should transform their bonus credit to data as Qcell is already doing. This was first brought up at the Consumer Parliament 2 years ago, but Qcell's head of corporate affairs, Musa Sise, said the company has no plans yet to provide such services.
But we're yet to act on it. It's a suggestion, and because a credit is a credit and data is data, so probably we would have to see how best we can merge in transforming a bonus data.
I was going to say you can convert voice credit to data.
I
so
can't.
The bonus is voice credit, so
yes.
You should be able to.
Hopefully, we would put this thing to management and technicians to see how best, if possible,
okay,
and so that they can also benefit.
Pura provides a platform where consumers and utility service providers can meet face-to-face to not only voice out their concerns, but also to give recommendations as to how services can be improved. The first Consumer Parliament was held in December 2008. Since then, 3 more have been held in Banjul, Kanifing, and Birkama. For iAfrica TV, I am Fatmata Kasim.